Welcome back to DW TV, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you for tuning in to today's video, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy watching. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Lost Islands game, which is a melee-style Battle Royale. From June 16th to June 22nd, players can download the demo for free and see what the game is all about. When I heard that Lost Islands was a Battle Royale, I rolled my eyes and said, oh god, another Battle Royale? Does the gaming world really need this? I'm really not a big fan of Battle Royales, as you can probably tell, mainly because 80% of the time I'm just running around trying to find a decent weapon, and then all of a sudden I'll get sniped by someone and then it's all over. But I wanted to try the Lost Islands game since it focuses on melee combat. This captured my interest because in theory the game will be more about testing your skill face to face with an opponent rather than winning just because you got the jump on someone. Now there are ranged weapons like bows, muskets, and this crazy tri-barrel rifle thing, but each one has its own weakness, like the musket has a long reload time and the tri-barrel rifle isn't very accurate. It's a nice balance though, because the ranged weapons are good but not overpowered by any means. One thing I like is that Lost Islands has lots of variety in the melee weapons. You can find two-handed hammers, dual-wield katanas, a sword and shield combo, and lots more. And each weapon has unique strikes and animations. Another thing I like about Lost Islands is the simplicity of melee battles. The left mouse button attacks, the right mouse button is a block, and the middle mouse button is a guard break that can't be blocked. Shift allows you to dodge by quickly jumping away, and you can perform a charge attack by sprinting towards your opponent and attacking at the same time. There's one more really useful tool that's available to everyone, and that's the grappling hook. This allows you to swing around like Spider-Man and climb steep mountains, and you can also use it in combat to quickly get in your opponent's face. Lost Islands has a neat class system that sort of depends on what gear you have equipped. For example, if you equip a set of armor, you'll receive a bonus like faster movement or more stamina. Other armor sets reduce the time it takes to reload rifles. I'm still a little confused about the special abilities because I'm not too sure if it's your weapon or your armor that determines what ability you'll get. One time I had a sword and tri-barrel rifle and my special ability only applied to the rifle, giving it multiple shots that appeared to be more powerful. Another time I had a full set of samurai armor, and while my special ability was active, I died and automatically got revived. Next I want to talk about some of the other loot in Lost Islands. As you're exploring, you're going to come across treasure chests and artifact clues. You can see how much money you have in the top right hand corner, and I'm fairly certain that this in-game currency allows you to purchase weapon and armor skins from the armory. The artifact clues you find relate to the treasure rings that appear a few minutes into every match. When you pick up these clues, they're going to shrink the treasure rings to make it easier to locate large chests that are loaded with high quality gear. The clues are designed to give you a head start on locating the treasure because once the beams of light appear, everyone can see them and it turns into a race to see who can get there first. These chests contain the best gear you can get, and they always contain a full matching set of armor. They also contain 2 legendary weapons and an artifact, so there's a big incentive to find them as quickly as you can. The interesting thing about Lost Islands is that whatever gear you have, you get to keep it if you win the match. This basically gives you a huge advantage for the next round since you already have good gear right off the bat. Or you can choose to store your gear in the armory and use it later. Anytime you win or lose a match, you also receive valuable doubloons, which are just another in-game currency that allows you to buy cosmetic items and skins. Being an open beta, it's no surprise that Lost Islands has a few issues though, and I'll start with the performance. Lost Islands doesn't have the best graphics, and there are a lot of blocky looking textures such as the water and the clouds, so I was expecting it to be very easy to run. But for some reason I get the occasional severe FPS drop, and this happens very sporadically. Another issue I have is the load it puts on my graphics card. I recently replaced my old thermal paste with much better MX4 paste, and when I did this, my GPU temperatures dropped from 84 degrees down to an average of 78 degrees, even while playing demanding games like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But Lost Islands makes my poor RX 590 scream for mercy every time I'm playing it, and my temperatures shoot up to 84 degrees no matter what I do, which is kind of frustrating, because nothing in Lost Islands looks like it should push a mid-level GPU that hard. Moving on, I feel like the combat needs a bit of tweaking because everybody just spams you with attacks, and sometimes it can be very difficult to dodge or block anything. It's pretty good already, but attacking and dodging should feel a bit more responsive in my opinion. If I could add anything to the combat mechanics, it would be the ability to lock onto a target, because quite often the camera is all over the place due to dodging and using the grappling hook during the fight. The options and menu are definitely unfinished, and most tabs are locked out, so you can't actually adjust anything like audio volume. You're currently only able to play the Battle Royale as a squad or duos, but there is a deathmatch option that's grayed out. All in all, I did find Lost Islands fun at times, but just like every other Battle Royale, the loot grind is extremely boring, especially while trying to find a matching set of armor, and the different areas on the map feel very empty. Losing is very frustrating, especially when your opponent has looted one of the special gear chests, because you really don't stand a chance against them. It also really sucks when you happen to find a full set of armor with legendary weapons but then die, because you will lose everything. When Lost Islands releases a full version of the game, I'm really curious to see the deathmatch mode, because I could see that being a lot more fun than the Battle Royale, and I'm excited to see what changes in the future. But that pretty much sums up everything for this new Lost Islands game. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you also participated in the open beta, I'd like to hear about your experience in the comments below. I do hope you enjoyed this video enough to subscribe, and I want to thank you for watching. I'm DDubDan, and I will see you in the next video.